Hello there, mathletes. Welcome back to Math Jamboree. In this video, we have another AP Precalculus type of a question from the topic of polynomial and rational functions. Let's solve it together. A polynomial function p of x is given by p of x equals negative x times x minus 3 times x plus 5. What are all intervals on which p of x is greater than or equal to 0? So we're trying to find the intervals that's going to be, and p of x is going to be positive or 0. So let's determine the roots of this polynomial function. So there are three factors. Each factors we're going to make it equal to 0. Then we will go from there. So negative x equals 0. And then x will be equals to 0. If x minus 3 is equals to 0, x will be equals 3. If x plus 5 is equal to 0, then the x value will be equal to negative 5. So we have three roots for this polynomial. Let's put them on here in order. On a number line, we have negative 5 comes first. After that, we have 0 and positive 3. Now our goal is to find the signs within these intervals, in these regions. So to do that, before negative 5, let's use a one test point, which can be a negative 6, because negative 6 comes before negative 5. So we're going to take a look at the value of negative 6. If you will put negative 6 for the x, this becomes negative 6, and negative 6 minus 3, and 6 plus 5. And if you will do the calculation, this becomes positive 6 times negative 9 and negative 1 in here. And if you will multiply these, so negative, positive times negative is negative, negative times positive is positive. So this is going to be positive 54, which means that before the negative 5, all the values are positive. So let's continue with the value of between negative 5 and 0. Let's use negative 2 for that. Negative 2. If you will use negative 2 for x, negative 2 minus 3, and negative 2 plus 5. And this becomes again positive 2 times negative 5 and positive 3. So you don't need to calculate these actually. All you need to do is just to determine the sign. So positive times negative is negative, negative times positive is negative. But if you want to just calculate it, it's 30. So between negative 5 and 0, the value of p of x is negative. What about between 0 and 3? I'll go with 1. We can just select the value p, 1 for x. So negative 1 times 1 minus 3 and 1 plus 5. You will substitute this, negative 1 times negative 2 times 6. And negative times negative is positive 2 and positive 12. So between 0 and 3, it's positive. After 3, what do we have? We can go with 4, for instance. P of 4. And if you will put 4 for the x, let's write 4 for x. And if you will just calculate it, negative 4 times 1 times 9. So negative times positive is negative, negative times positive is again negative. So we have negative 36 here. So after 3, the value of function is negative. So we just found these two regions are positive, and how can we determine those regions? Let me write it in here. So this starts from negative infinity. Oops, let me rewrite it. Negative infinity. And do we include negative 5? Yes, we do, because they said that p of x is greater than or equal to. So union. And are we going to include 3? Yes, because 0 does count here. 0 and 3. So this is our answer. If you will look at it, choice D is not the answer. C is not the answer. If you will look at the choice A and B, the only differences is including the negative 5. Choice B didn't include it, but the choice A did. So therefore, our correct answer for this specific question is choice A. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you have questions or comments, you can always leave it below there. Thank you and see you next time. Bye-bye.